What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Moash, the MC, back again. And today we got is Roronoa Zoro stronger than Kozuki Oden? Another Hypekage video. You already know how it is. I enjoy his videos a lot, and it helps my headcanon go crazy. So we're gonna get right back into it. I've seen a lot of takes on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube that Roronoa Zoro has surpassed the daimyo himself in Kozuki Oden. And honestly, it is up for debate with the revelation that Zoro has Conquerors Haki. It puts into question how strong is Zoro actually, and is the manifestation of Ashura just him being able to use Conquerors Haki, or is he able to use it all the time? So let's get right into the video, man. No more hesitation. Let's go.
Guys, welcome back with me with another YouTube video. So today I'll talking about Zoro is stronger than Oden. So make sure to stay tuned for that. If you do enjoy seeing this anime reviews and want to keep them coming, the best thing you can do is smash the like button, and if you haven't, be sure to subscribe.
Okay, you already know it is. Before I forgot. Before the video starts, I give my take on the whole situation. I do believe Zoro has gotten a significant boost by getting Enma, but I don't think Enma is the catalyst of the reason why Zoro has gotten so much stronger. But with that being said, I do believe that Oden is still stronger because Oden was able to use Riro. He's able to use his Conquerors Haki and infuse it in his blades. He was able to scar Kaido in his dragon form, and people are saying Zoro was able to scar Kaido in his hyper form. But right now, I feel like his dragon form is more a tanky form because it's so big, even though it's easier to hit. So actually, that doesn't really play into the good part, but I feel like it's his tankier form and his defense is higher in his dragon form. But when you think about the nitty gritty, is Zoro being really stronger than Kozuki Oden? You gotta realize that Zoro either he just got access to his Conquerors Haki, or he had it this whole time and didn't know it. Or Kozuki Oden was very aware that he had Conquerors Haki, while he already clashed with Goldie Roger, he clashed with Whitebeard, and he scarred Kaido. And to be honest, he probably would have beaten Kaido if it wasn't for Higurashi. So I'm gonna say right now, Oden still has the slight bit of edge on Zoro, but I feel like if Zoro is able to train his Conquerors Haki up a little bit more, I feel like he easily surpasses Oden. But until then, I'm still gonna have to give it to the man himself, the Chad, the foolish lord, the Kozuki Oden. But let's get into the video, see if he makes any good claims to skew my argument. Let's go.
Hit that notification bell or you will miss future anime videos. The Wano Kuni arc is still ongoing, and it looks like the story itself won't be finished anytime soon.
Nah, it might be finishing next year, to be honest.
In fact, the battle between Kaido and Big Mom against the 5 worst generations had just begun. Okay, this is this is probably a month ago. Can be seen from how Kaido began to show his hybrid form. Then we also saw how Big Mom was just taken down from Onigashima.
When you think about it, now that Big Mom just upgraded her homies, or upgraded Hera, Zeus to Hera, and Hera's now supposed to be significantly stronger because she ate Zeus. Big Mom's level went from like being on par with Kaido, because she said she fought Kaido for I think 3 or 4 days. I'm not sure, I can't really remember, but she fought Kaido for X amount of days, like on par with Kaido. But now she actually got a significant boost, because I don't think she even fought Kaido with Zeus. I think Zeus was still with Nami at the time. So not only does she get Zeus back, but she also now she has Hera. So Big Mom might be actually much stronger than we expect. When you think about Kaido, yes, Kaido blitzed Luffy and Luffy's not falling off Onigashima, but we didn't really see how that happened. Maybe Luffy like took his eyes off his opponent because it's just one-on-one, but maybe Luffy like slipped up and then Kaido hit him, or Luffy went into Gear 4, was fighting on par with him, and then his Haki ran out and then Kaido knocked him off. So we're not really sure. Maybe Kaido even like brought out some new move we haven't even seen before. Maybe he brought out his awakening form, because I do believe Kaido has an awakened devil fruit. I feel like awakening has a lot to do with Conquerors Haki and being able to conquer the devil inside of you, or inside of the devil fruit, or inside of your body at that point. And if you don't and you awaken the devil fruit, it sort of like is a negative side effect, like with the 3 guards and Impel Down, or 4 guards and Impel Down. I can't remember the names of the life of me, but they didn't have Conquerors Haki and they awakened their devil fruit. So but basically at that point it was the devil taking over their body, and it's just using it as like a pseudo form for them. But when you think about Zoro and his Conquerors Haki, it was the manifestation of his will being Ashura, and that had me thinking, okay, the manifestation of will it being Ashura. So now I brought it over to Luffy. So far Luffy has shown a lot of fire-based attacks. First it was Red Rock, then it was Red Hawk, then it was Red Rock. And now I'm thinking, right now we're in the mythical realm, with Kaido being a mythical dragon, with the Greek mythology, with Big Mom, with Yamato possibly being a mythical white tiger. And I'm thinking, okay, what is Luffy besides being Wukong, being the Monkey King? What does Luffy bring? And I was thinking, since he's basically all his attacks are fire based, I have a feeling that Luffy's next attack is going to be a Red Phoenix. Like a manifestation of him using Conquerors Haki will be a Red Phoenix attack, or something of a bird but fire-based. I don't know. But I feel like Red Phoenix is like the equivalent to a mythical bird, and him using Hawk-based attacks to the manifestation of Ace's will, or the carrying on of Ace's will, would basically be the same thing with him using Red Phoenix. But we sort of digress from the video. Let's jump back into it.
In chapter 1009 yesterday, the battle between monsters resumed. However, the worst generation seemed overwhelmed by the strength of the Yonko.
True.
This is evident from how Luffy was knocked down by Kaido's attack, and how the other worst generations were badly injured.
True.
But there was an interesting thing in chapter 1009 yesterday.
Oh, 1009, okay, that's a couple weeks ago. So when we think about, let's take a step back and think about Zoro and using Conquerors Haki. So he said he's going to put everything into his attack, Asher Dead Man's Game, and Scars Kaido. But also you got to remember Zoro has 20 to 30 broken bones. But I don't feel like that's much of a, it is a great feat, but him having broken bones doesn't really negate the fact that he could have possibly done more damage without it. Because as we've seen, that when most of the One Piece characters are really, really hurt, that's when they give their strongest attacks. Like when Luffy was beaten up and the King Kong gun against Doflamingo, with Luffy doing the Jet Gatling gun against Lucci, with Zoro doing I forgot, I thought it was Tiger Strike to cut Das Bones. When you think about there's so many more examples, I just can't think. When Luffy did the rifle against Enel, like there's so many examples, it's crazy. So like, I wouldn't really take away much from his feat, but I wouldn't say that, oh, maybe if he was healthier he would have done more damage to Kaido. I do feel like most One Piece characters do a lot of damage when they're really hurt. But let's get back into the video. Let's go.
In one moment, it was shown how Kaido and Big Mom carried out an attack together, or a combination. The two of them launched a very powerful attack, as revealed by Luffy. What's interesting is that Zoro managed to withstand the powerful attack, even if only for a few moments.
Okay, let's talk feats now. Since Zoro was able to block the attack from Big Mom and Kaido, it's equivalent to when Oden was jumping through Kaido's boar breath. Like he was able to will his way through it, and still was able to scar Kaido. I think Paradise Tostake, that was when he cut Kaido when he actually jumped through his boar breath. Would Zoro be able to deal with the boar breath and deal damage to Kaido like that? With Zoro learning Kinemon's fire flame run, being able to cut fire, he probably was able to cut through the fire and scar Kaido the same way. So that's actually a notch in Zoro's column. I don't know, it might be much closer than I think it is, to be honest. But I feel like once Zoro actually becomes stronger or more innate with his Conqueror's ability, then I feel like he just easily jumps over Oden. But for now, I think they're equal. I would say they're equal, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it. But let's continue to see if he gives more examples.
But that moment was enough to make them dodge, even though Zoro had to be seriously injured.
Yeah, see?
Based on this,
Zoro's durability is honestly insane.
Zoro has a much more powerful power than Kozuki Oden.
True.
There are a number of points which hint at this. First, Zoro has a high level of physical strength. To be able to withstand the combined attacks of Kaido.
Okay, but you can't really say that, because it was shown that like Oden was a Chad. Like Oden was really, like when Oden first came out and they were talking about Oden's feats as a child, they were comparing them to when Hercules, like that's 12 labors of Hercules. And there's a video, I think Tekken did a video of like the 12 labors of Hercules and how it correlates to Odin's story. So I wouldn't say like Zoro's like completely just more stronger than Zoro. I mean, Odin's completely stronger than Zoro, but I would say like they're pretty much equal in strength categories. So I might be gonna put one over the other because we're not really sure.
Mom, of course, ordinary people would not be able to do it. It should be noted that the strength Zoro endures is not the strength of just one Yonko, but two at once.
True. Okay,
Jinbei himself had been hit by much weaker than that by Big Mom, and he was unable to endure it. Kozuki Oden was unable to withstand the attack from Gold D. Roger, which knocked him down. Second, Zoro's extraordinary defense. Zoro's defense and Haki were able to stop Hakai for a moment by producing a shockwave with a radius even bigger than Onigashima's. In fact, the Yonko themselves were surprised by what Zoro was doing.
Yeah, there's like how many
Kaido
people
and
survive
Big Mom have seen other surprising techniques before. Red Rock, Kokujo o Tatsumaki, Kong Gatling, Hiryu Kane, all of them really surprised the Yonko. However, when they saw their combination attack being held back by Zoro, it seemed they couldn't believe what they saw. They did not believe that their devastating attack could be withheld by just one person.
See, okay, that's true, but I feel like in that moment, it was more or less them being surprised that he did it, the person did it, not really that surprised that someone actually was able to block it. Because they said, let's see how many people are going to survive this. And the fact that it was Zoro, because in the beginning of the fight, they weren't really like worried or at all about Zoro. They're more or less looking at the combined attack of all of them together, or the combined strength of all of them together. But it was when Zoro was about to cut Kaido and Big Mom was like, dodge it. That's when they were like, okay, this guy's a little bit strong. And then it was like, and then he went again against Kaido, and Kaido's like, I can sense the aura, or why do I sense the will, or the presence of Oden in that blade. And then later on, when he was able to scar him, that's when Kaido actually gave him props. Like, okay, this guy's actually strong in his own right, not just the blade that he has and he's carrying around. So I feel like to begin with, they were only surprised that he was able to block it because they weren't really expecting much from Zoro at the time. But as the battle progressed, they had a more they were more akin to his abilities and how strong he actually was. So then they weren't as surprised that he actually blocked it. But
even thought that the worst generations would not be able to withstand the attack. This is a testament to how great Zoro's defense is. As one worst generation put it, that combination attack should even destroy them all.
True.
Third, Zoro's high endurance. As mentioned above, for a while Zoro managed to hold back the Hakai technique. Zoro still stood tall even though the impact that was generated was very powerful. When compared to Oden, it seemed that Oden would not be able to survive the attack. Broadly speaking, if all the elements that exist within Zoro are combined, such as defensive strength, endurance, and also physical strength, Roronoa Zoro might have the same ability as Roger when seen from what Roger displayed in Kozuki Oden's flashback moment. That is, Kaido...
Okay, now you're jumping to Zoro being as strong or being able to display abilities as Goldie Roger. Goldie Roger, when he did that attack to Oden, it was definitely Conquerors infused. And to be honest, Oden wasn't expecting the attack. I think he was expecting the clash. That's why he got so close. Whereas in Zoro's point, Zoro was expecting the hit and he braced himself for it. I'm not taking anything away from Zoro actually blocking the attack. It's more or less Zoro isn't being put over Oden because of just that feat alone. Zoro has to show more than that just to be like, okay, Oden's not as strong as Zoro. Zoro's over Oden. Because if Zoro's over Oden, that means Zoro's over probably like 95% of the characters in the story already, to be honest.
Zoro's hybrid power is not stronger than Roger, and Kamusari himself is Roger's casual. Zoro's hybrid power is not stronger than Roger, and Kamusari himself is Roger's casual attack when compared to the attack on Whitebeard, who is able to shake the island.
True.
In conclusion, based on what has been shown so far and also based in the explanation above, the figure of Roronoa Zoro is much stronger than Kozuki Oden.
Much stronger?
What do you think? Do you agree with these speculations?
Okay, that was a quick video. Okay, after watching the video and thinking about it a little bit, I would say Zoro is probably, right now, I feel like he has to train with Enma more, and when he does and train with Enma and his Conquerors Haki more, then I would put him over Oden. Right now, I'm still going to put Oden over him because, strictly speaking, Oden's able to use his Conquerors Haki and fight. Oden did traverse the seas with Goldie Roger and Whitebeard, so he definitely has more fighting experience than we thought, even though he was able to, and he was able to fight Kaido one-on-one. That's what people are forgetting. It wasn't the fact that Zoro is not able to, it's just that I don't think he would play out too well, because remember, Luffy fought Kaido one-on-one with advanced Conquerors Haki and still defeated. Kozuki Oden was fighting Kaido 1v1, and I don't think Zoro is at the level that he could actually fight Kaido currently 1v1. Like, he's getting there. He has to train a little bit more with his sword. He has to train a little bit more with his Conquerors Haki, and then I'll put him in the category of being able to fight on par with Kaido for a bit. I still wouldn't put him over Kaido, but I feel like he'd be able to fight him a little bit longer. But Kozuki Oden right now, I would still say has a little slight edge over Zoro because he's able to actually fight Kaido 1v1. And back, like I said, the manifestation of Ashura being his Conquerors Haki does not mean he's able to use Conquerors Haki at will and infuse it in his blades whenever he wants. And until he gets to that point, he's pretty much still not the base Zoro, but like he's still like first commander level Zoro. Like, until he gets past that level, using able to use Conquerors Haki at will, then he'll jump over them. But I do like the ability or the thought that Luffy's manifestation of his will be carrying on Ace's will, just like how when Ace punched the dragon and destroyed it. In Yamato's flashback, Luffy's gonna do something along the lines of using a Red Phoenix because he has Red Rock, he has Red Hawk. The manifestation of Ace's will is going to end up being Red Phoenix because you know how the mythical creatures is like a big thing in the Wano right now, and I feel like that's going to be the catalyst of him jumping over Kaido. And when you think about it, Wano right now, what we're seeing in Wano right now is that one, Zoro can cut fire, 2, Luffy can use fire, and 3, I feel like we're gonna see Sanji being able to tame fire, and that's like because the Thousand Sunny, the sun, I feel like it's almost plays in par with their epithets of being able to control fire, or they have something to do with fire at the end of the day. But I'm getting off track. That was the video, guys. Is Roronoa Zoro stronger than Kozuki Oden? My answer is not yet, but soon he will be. But like I said at the end of every single video, my man, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Oh wait, I usually say like, comment, subscribe. No, like, subscribe, hit the noti bell, and leave a comment below. Until next time, y'all. Peace.